Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean Olale. Today we're coming to you from the beautiful Armstrong Auditorium in Edmond.
This world-class performing arts center hosts all sorts of shows. From classical jazz and folk music to theater, ballet, and folk dance programs, Armstrong Auditorium is located on the campus of Herbert W. Armstrong College in Edmond. We'll show you around throughout the show.
But first, you have heard the old saying that a bad day fishing is better than a good day at work.
But let me tell you, it was not a bad day fishing for our photojournalist Casey Kennedy recently. She's going to take us to Lake Texoma for some striper fishing.
I think they're such an aggressive fish. A lot of the other fish don't want to get in areas that they're at. People fish for striper, I think, because they enjoy the battle. I mean, a 2 or 3 pound fish, you don't just reel it right in. I mean, it fights, it'll pull drag out. It's fun, they're aggressive, and when the fish are really schooled up big and turned on in a feeding frenzy, it's nothing to catch 50 to 60 fish. On my boat, 25 pounds, I have seen larger come out of the lake though. You know, I've fished the lake since I was a young boy, and you just learn these areas where these fish tend to hold. I love it. I love it. You're making memories for people. It's also making memories for me. I'm seeing, I can remember taking guys I'm seeing now that are grown men when they were 7 and 8 year olds coming up with their dad, and it's just a great way to make a living. I take people out on private fishing charters. Most groups are from 2 to 6 people. It varies. Sometimes we have large groups. I have other boats available when that happens. Can take group sizes, 100, 150 people if needed.
Oh, got off right there.
He's a great fishing guide. I mean, he's a good, honest guy too. That's what I like about him. I mean, you know, he's just a good guy.
We're typically on the water around 5 hours. When you arrive, everything is ready. When you get on the boat, I have the bait, I have the rods and reels. So basically what I tell my customers, bring whatever snacks and drinks that you want while you're out on the water. And of course they have to furnish their own fishing license. Other than that, everything else is taken care of. I bait the hooks, I take the fish off. When we get in, I clean the fish, put them in Ziploc bags, so when they get them home, they're ready to put in the frying pan.
I've been guiding for, you know, about 10 years, but I've been fishing this lake, you know, off and on most of my life. I help Marty fish his trips a lot. Stripers is a very aggressive fish, and you know, they're really, really fun to catch. You know, you get them up and they'll dive, and then, you know, you get them up close to the boat, they'll go splashing and try to run down with your bait. And I mean, it's pretty neat. They have a lot of fight, a lot of power, and they pull real hard. You know, they pull your drag out all the time, and I mean, it's really wild. This striper's kind of their own fish. I mean, you'd have to go just to really see what they do.
If you're ready to hit up Lake Texoma, you need a copy of the Lake Texoma Guide. Just head to the Tourism Department's website, travelok.com, and click up top where it says Request Free Brochures, then search Texoma.
So you say you are ready to fish, but you may need to grab a little gear first.
No problem there. Just hit up an Oklahoma-owned and operated outdoor store in Tulsa. Jason Grubbs takes us to Gadget Company.
If you're looking to get out to enjoy our great state parks in Oklahoma, there's a great little place in Tulsa that'll help get you set up with everything you need, whether you want to go fishing, hiking, or camping. It's called the Gadget Company. Come on in and check it out.
This is kind of a natural fit for me. I mean, it's everything I love to do all wrapped into one place.
J.P. Hewitt has a passion for the outdoors. He bought the Gadget Company just a few years ago, but this shop has been helping people gear up since 1986.
Anywhere you want to go, we can outfit you for that trip. We're kind of a one-of-a-kind, one-stop, one-shop, all for everything outdoors related or outdoor lifestyle.
I've been here to look around a few times. First time buying something, actually.
We caught up with Nathaniel Harp a day before he headed out on a hike of a lifetime.
Heading out for the PCT tomorrow, so I've just been dialing in my pack and came and got the lightest knife I could find.
The PCT is the Pacific Crest Trail. Harp will hike 2,600 miles from Mexico to Canada.
And go through all of California, Oregon, and Washington.
He found the knife he was needing and some knowledge about it too.
Super helpful, knowledgeable.
JP says product knowledge and customer service are what sets him apart from those big box stores. And these guys know what they're talking about in here.
So we're not going to try and sell them the most expensive thing because that's what's best for us. We want them to get a product that's going to be good for them at the time and the skill level that they have, that they can maybe grow into.
There are all sorts of gifts and gadgets filling the shelves. They're in glass cases and hanging from the walls, even the ceiling.
Fly fishing to hunting.
They have all kinds of stuff when it comes to anything outdoors, backpacking, hunting. You do a lot of mountain hunting. They have all kinds of stuff.
There are old school razors, leather goods, backpacks, hammocks and clothing, unique high quality brands, big and small.
We try and buy local when we can, obviously, just like we want people to buy local from us.
These knives are made by an Oklahoma craftsman out of Tahlequah.
He's a Native American, so a lot of his knives have Native American themes to them.
These Hughes candles, diffusers, and sprays are from Broken Arrow.
And they're wood wick burning with a soy-based candle.
It's awesome. It's my type of environment. If you do any kind of hunting, fishing, anything like that, you come in here and you feel at home with the guys here.
That's exactly how JP wants it. And his hunting dog, Frank, will probably be at the door waiting for you.
We want them to feel like they came in, hung out with their friends. You know, it's like, this is my closet. Come pick out what you want. You just got to pay for it when you leave, right? So, but we just want it to be a fun, easygoing experience.
At the Gadget Company in Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
You'll find the Gadget Company at 104 East 15th Street in Tulsa. They're open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and until 4 p.m. on Saturday. You can also shop online at their website, thegadgetcompany.com.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
It is eclectic. I mean, it's got a lot of different things, but what I love most about this store is how they make you feel when you come in.
An Oklahoma welcome awaits anyone coming through these doors. We'll take you to this Bartlesville hotspot.
The cinnamon rolls, I love the cinnamon rolls.
Plus the sweetest treats at this stop in Elk City. And the monthly jam session inside a Route 66 landmark. It's all coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Whether you love the day or enjoy the night, this is the land of color and light. Cities stretch out and buildings stand tall. Music and games entertain one and all. TravelOK.com has all this. Come see for yourself or you'll miss what you miss.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the beautiful Armstrong Auditorium in Edmond. And after you catch a great show here, set your sights on a little shopping.
And a great place to do just that is at Moxie on 2nd in Bartlesville. Right now, Julie Chen is going to show us around.
I travel a lot, so this is one of my favorite places to come no matter where I am. I always think about Moxie on 2nd.
When you step into Moxie on 2nd, two things are clear. Customers have a lot of love for this Bartlesville boutique and its owner.
It is eclectic. I mean, it's got a lot of different things, but what I love most about this store is how they make you feel when you come in.
Christy Roberts is the heart and soul of the store. She's always dreamed of owning a boutique. About 2 years ago, she found the Moxie to do it.
We are kind of a one-of-a-kind store. We have a little bit of everything, a lot of unique items, a lot of Oklahoma items, Oklahoma-made products.
Over 100 Oklahoma products here, including colorful original art, historic maps, and delicious food products. Moxie on 2nd also specializes in school spirit wear.
We have a contract with the Bartlesville schools, so any of the Bruin stuff that we sell goes back, a portion of it goes back to the school.
From t-shirts that celebrate state pride to tea towels that'll make you giggle, there's something for everyone.
I bought a ton of the swig things and the candles. Her candles are to die for. I have too many favorites to list.
One thing I buy a lot is probably clothes, but there's also personal items for yourself.
I have several of her dish towels. I think I've used the laundry detergent. I think I've tried almost everything in here. So
custom t-shirts are also big sellers here, and they'll do orders from 1 to up to 500. And get this, they're all printed next door in the print shop that Christy and her husband own.
My son's in the band, so my husband and I got t-shirts that said, "I'm with the band," and they made them here. I just said, "I have this idea, can you do it?" And they did it.
You'll find new, quality items here often. Christy makes sure of that.
I try it before it comes to the store. A lot of our items I have already tried and they passed my approval, so then I bring them in. So yes, they're Moxie approved and I bring them in.
Customers say that's part of what makes the service here outstanding. You can even call ahead and Christy will do the shopping for you. And the service doesn't stop there.
Senior night was a couple nights ago. I came in, I said, Christy, dress me. And so she did. She dressed me and I had this great flannel shirt on with the Bruin, so it was dressy and nice.
Moxie on Second, a Bartlesville gift shop, where the greatest treasure just may be the woman behind it.
It's just a great place. It's owned by great people who invest in our community. They are very big at giving back to the community, and that just makes me want to do it even more.
Shopping small town, it helps everyone. Our taxes, everyone, the families, keeps people employed. And so it's just part, I've always liked to help, and so it just kind of fits me.
In Bartlesville, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
Moxie on 2nd is located at, you guessed it, 118 East 2nd Street in Bartlesville. They're open 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and until 4 p.m. on Saturday, closed on Sunday.
There were so many cute gifts in that shop, but if you're looking for something sweet, you need to head west.
That's right. Elk City is home to an amazing bakery. It's become one of my favorite places, and it's called, appropriately enough, the Sugar Shack.
The reason why I've gotta get back up to that Sugar Shack. Whoa, baby, to that Sugar Shack.
Folks in and around Elk City have been getting their own Shack Attack since 2001. That's when Kathy Shirey opened Sugar Shack, and from the beginning, it's never been boring.
Every day is different, you know? I'm not just working in a store where it's the same thing over and over. Every person that walks in the door wants a different cake. They bring me their ideas, and they're excited about their event, and we even got invited to some of the events.
Through the delectable looking and wonderfully tasting cakes and cookies, Kathy has become a part of so many people's lives through the years.
Baby reveal parties. They know, some people know it's a girl, some people don't, you know? And we get to be the one that helps them figure out how to show everybody how excited they are. And then just weddings, you know, anniversaries, big 50th parties.
One customer asked Kathy if she would write, "Will you marry me?" on a cake he was going to be giving to his fiancée. The lady said yes, by the way.
We've done kids' birthdays that since they were first birthday. And people come in and they're kind of emotional because they're like, they're turning 18 and they're going to graduate and you made their first birthday cake.
Now, a favorite at the Sugar Shack has to be the cake balls.
You take the extra cake and you stir in some icing of different flavors, and we have 12 different flavors now. We only started out with 2 or 3, and then it was like, oh, I think we'll try this and try that. So we have 12, and so you make them into a ball, and then you dip them in chocolate and put a little sprinkle on top.
My favorite thing here is probably the cake in the cup. Because you can come down and you can get that little more than one piece and you haven't ate the whole cake, and it's kind of a little treat. So that's become one of my favorites.
For Kathy, decorating is part of the creative fun, and part of that is she likes to sketch.
With icing, if it's not what I want it to be, I'll just scrape it off and do it again.
Kathy is a true artist. She uses that piping bag just like a paintbrush. She moves swiftly and confidently, and the canvas, needless to say, is pretty sweet, literally. But there's another aspect she really enjoys.
I'm all about the baking. I'm kind of racing myself in the kitchen, you know, see how many cakes I can bake and how many cookies I can get done.
The Sugar Shack carries about 25 different cookies, some of which Kathy created on her own, like the white chocolate caramel cashew. There's also a delicious sweet popcorn that they make, which I sampled during the interview.
The cinnamon rolls, I love the cinnamon rolls. The German chocolate cake, well, really everything is delicious and fresh. The food is great. The cakes are beautiful. But it really is like, you know, when you talk about your grandmother's cherry pie, grandmother's part of that, Kathy's part of what we take home.
It's neat to be a part of their life and see how excited they are, and you know, it makes our job easier.
The Sugar Shack is located at 521 South Main Street in Elk City. They're open 8:30 to 5:30 Tuesday through Friday, closed Saturday through Monday.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
We might have a country song, a blues song, a folk song, a rock and roll song.
They're making music inside the old Route 66 round barn. We'll tell you when you can stop off and listen.
For wings is probably #1, honestly.
And it's the best of both worlds at this Oklahoma City location. We'll take you there a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Gather around and go for a ride through Oklahoma's all-new travel guide. See art, culture, big city venues, blazing neon, flavorful menus. Find a cabin where you can unwind. Grab your travel guide and see what you find.
Welcome back to the Armstrong Auditorium in Edmond, home to so many world-class shows. You cannot beat this venue when it comes to catching a show. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is indeed, but did you know there's a music venue along Route 66 that's over 100 years old?
Darren Brown takes us to listen in on a jam session at the Round Barn in Arcadia.
Somebody else can be music director. I'm a stage manager. Bring it.
What do you do on a hot, hot summer day when you're at Arcadia's Round Barn? Well, you play live music, of course. It's one of the coolest things you can do.
It's anything that essentially that people want to play. And we might have a country song, a blues song, a folk song, a rock and roll song, you know, and then it goes back around and we do it again.
What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy.
Some of the music at this ukulele jam is laid back, and some of it is all about audience participation.
It's a very transient audience because of the travelers on 66 come in and they stay a little bit and go. And then we have people who show up and they play and they listen, have fun, you know, but it's, I've played with just me and 2 other musicians up there and nobody else. But we've also played with the 100 people up there, so, you know, it comes and goes.
The day I visited, I think we covered that 100 people easily, and we had help from the big old uke band. This second Sunday acoustic jam at the Round Barn attracts folks of all backgrounds and ages.
Any instrument, any skill level, we love having kids come up and play. A lot of these folks got into playing ukulele to give them access to music, and I think it's an intensely personal thing. You know, I would play music if there wasn't another human being in the entire world. I'd still be playing my guitar. You know what I mean?
People always say things like, "Man, if these walls could talk." Well, I don't believe that the round walls at the Round Barn can actually talk, but I'm pretty sure they know how to carry a tune. In Arcadia, discovering Oklahoma, I'm Darren Brown.
The Round Barn Jam sessions are held on the second Sunday of each month from noon to 4 p.m. Admission is free, but donations are accepted.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
But for the most part, if you feel like eating wings or having a beer or just hanging out, this is the spot. People just pop up and you know, just have fun.
2 things most Okies can't live without: the restaurant that's putting both on display when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Explore new horizons in your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide. Get the excitement rolling. Reawaken your sense of adventure. Discover totally unexpected thrills. Order your free Oklahoma Outdoor Guide today at travelok.com.
What a wonderful time we've had taking a look around the beautiful Armstrong Auditorium in Edmond.
Yes, we have, but right now we're going to take it down a notch. We're going to hit up a great location for some casual eats. Jeff Roberts is going to take us to a place called Chick in Beer in Oklahoma City.
Here at Discover Oklahoma, we really do listen to you. Like this email from Fred that says, Jeff, I've been stricken by chicken, and I need you to take me to Flavor Town. Won't you take me to Flavor Town? So we're at Chicken Beer, so let's go see what's happening. What's happening is the flavorful flavor is flowing over the foul. Chicken Beer's #1 customer, Justin McMurray, loves the flavor. Justin, you come in here a lot. Why? Is it that good?
Man, it's awesome. The wings are they got a lot of flavor to them, and I love wings, so it works out the best for me, especially my schedule. I don't live too far away from here, so I'm always up here, and the wings they're awesome. And then they got these kimchi fries as well. They're looking delicious, so I just love it. I come here all the time. I'm a foodie. I love food. So
how do you rank?
This for wings is probably #1, honestly.
Co-owners Trong and Cheyenne want you watching to join their eclectic customer base that comes in all the time.
One of the great things that we have is you can bring your kids in. We have a kids menu, but it's still family oriented. You come later in the evening, and then that's when you may stay longer, with your friends and things like that. But during the day and early, dinner hours, you're good to bring your family.
That's the beauty of what we have here that I love compared to some of the other restaurants we've done in the past. You don't have to make plans to come in. I mean, we do have, trivia nights, a few other things that happen that people make plans to come in for. But for the most part, if you feel like eating wings or having a beer or just hanging out, this is the spot. People just pop up and just have fun. So we try to obviously source as much of the product as we can from Oklahoma. So even the wings, if we can, we try our best to do that. But all the beer that's on tap will always be local beers, local breweries. We do offer other beer, but whatever goes on tap has to be local.
One of the most popular things is the Nacho Average Chick. I think the name says it all. So instead of just your regular tortilla chips, we actually use wonton. We fry our own wontons here, and then you get the loaded chicken, cheese, scallions, so it's pretty addicting.
Trust me, with food that looks that good, why wouldn't you bring your family and friends? Because like Trong says,
it's simple. We have a local vibe, local feel. Our wings have a very Asian kick and flavor to it. You just can't get that anywhere else.
You guys have got to come here. It's delicious. It's the best. The wings are juicy, got tons of flavor. I mean, I'm sold.
So if you're looking for chicken that's kicking, Chicken Beer is the place to check out. Do us a favor, walk in and say you heard all about them right here on Discover Oklahoma.
You'll find Chick and Beer at 715 Northwest 23rd Street in Oklahoma City.
And no matter where your next road trip takes you, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. All you have to do is log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A huge thank you to the great folks here at the Armstrong Auditorium for hosting us this week. This beautiful venue for all sorts of shows is just 20 minutes north of Oklahoma City. You'll want to check out their website for information on upcoming performances and ticket packages.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, dinner at the lake, but you don't have to catch this one.
And hop on a horse and take a real trail ride. No experience required. We'll show you where next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.